Hey y'all! So before we get into the meat of this video, I wanna explain what's this Skyrim type injury. I was half asleep and I was kinda just scratching my head and my brain just kinda like went blood. So yeah, it did this. It was quite painful, wouldn't recommend. So yeah, whatever. This will be my first ever part 2 of something. After 8 videos, one of which was of me eating a popsicle quite quickly. The name was clickbait. I didn't eat it like really quickly. It's a bit quicker than normal. It was like the full video was 14 minutes, I would think. What am I talking about? I can finally do the part 2s I was talking about in all my videos.
So I might do another one of these. I'll probably do more of this.
In today's video, I'll check back with not the one and only Storytime channels. I wonder what they're up to. You know, I haven't seen them in 3 months. I wanna check them out, and I had myself a promise too. And I wanna bring y'all on this journey. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so before we get back to where we were, quick description about these channels. In the last video, we kinda came to the conclusion that these channels basically use over-sexualization in thumbnails as a means of getting kids to watch them, which is kind of fucked up. Yeah, that's kinda all we did in the last video. So I kind of want to see what these animation protagonists, you know, these Storytime animation fiddle dudes are up to right now. You know, the main three. The first channel, My Story Animated, is still going at it. It's uploading like every 3 days, which is fucking crazy, because from the last video we saw that that's the most quality animation out of the 3 of them. Like, I remember that the water was especially really cool in one of those videos. I looked over at their menu of videos, you know, see what they were up to now, and to my surprise there was actually something new. Episodic releases. It's hard to invent something new in a Storytime formula, especially after that last video we watched.
Do you want some bottled water? It was strange, but I immediately felt safe.
It had some things to flesh out, you know, it basically ended on I killed my dad and now I'm rich and I'm married to my kidnapper, so I'm hoping that with a story having 3 episodes, you kinda got more time to flesh things out. I would hope that it has a bit smoother transition than my kidnapper kidnaps me and I love my kidnapper. And you know, for that very reason, I clicked on that. I clicked on the 3rd episode, the last episode, and for some reason I immediately clicked on the very last few minutes just to see what was it about, and
It's over. She's of no use to us anymore.
Leonard stared at me with a manic face, then let out a furious scream and attacked Jake, who immediately fell to the floor while Leonard escaped.
and I whoa! Like, this got me so hard. I was just chilling, and all of a sudden there's this just FNAF 2 foxy ass jump scare. So I'm genuinely thinking about doing a video about this 3-parter where I go over this story of I'm turning into a vampire. Also, I really like this one video's thumbnail with the girl having a giant baby bottle. It reminds me of those AI videos where the police officer is like, hand over your boots. Hand over your big boots. Now let's get back to our second best friend, Storytime Animated. If you watched the previous video, you know that this channel is huge too. But compared to the giant that is My Story Animated, it has way smaller views and videos. But to me, that makes it a gold mine. Because when you're competing with something as big as My Story Animated, you gotta do the crazy stuff. Which leads us to things like the pyrocynical thumbnail. Things like, I ate spiders to shoot webs. Like this. I changed from boy to a girl. And like, what the hell? Like, it's actually an okay video. It kinda teaches kids about trans people being a thing and that it's not a big deal. But the thumbnail makes it so alienating and fucked up. Also, there's this part in the video where she says,
Everything was girly stuff. what we ate.
And what do you mean by that? What do you mean we ate? Y'all ate girl dinner, 15 liters of Tesco Pivo, a cigarette and a My Little Pony doll? So yeah, these video thumbnails are kinda crazy because they have to be, but they work. But I think the people that watch the first episode of this know exactly what I wanna watch. Addicted to Eating Cockroaches by none other than Share My Story. Man, all of these names are so confusing. It has an M, it has story and animation, and it kind of just flows together and it makes me so fucking upset. So yeah, I would say just let's get into it. As a heads up, this will be disgusting and disturbing, so if you don't want to hear about the things that are up on screen right now, please click away. We start heading straight into the good stuff with our protagonist. I think her name is Sissy.
My name is Sissy.
And just this intro throws punches, check it out.
I grew up under terrible conditions because my mom was mentally ill.
You know, I came here to have some fun, watch a funny video about someone eating cockroaches and stuff, and you throw me this. She explains that her mom made her steal stuff like food and alcohol, and one night she got so drunk she fell down the stairs and broke her legs. And at this point I was like, what the fuck? Where's my fun story? You know, where's my share my story? Why are you explaining that your mom was an abusive alcoholic? And why are you doing this so fucking casually? I can't get over this. Why is this fella being like,
Mommy, the fridge is empty and I'm hungry. She responded, stop complaining. Instead, go catch some cockroaches so we can eat them.
can you stop? And yeah, she actually goes through with it, and they deadass put the dead cockroach in a microwave and eat it. Now that's the fun story I'm here for. So the girl becomes provider of the household, and I gotta be honest, she's way more of a provider. She's straight up eating cockroaches. You know how Critical reacted to a cockroach, right?
Okay, listen.
After that, some government people took her and put her into this children's home. And this, I was looking at this like, wow, they are actually trying to tell kids that it's not their fault that their parents are abusive or absent. How cool is that? And nothing can take this bonus point away from this video. But then Sissy just says,
I felt abandoned and scared, but there was one thing that made me feel safe, and that was eating roaches. So whenever I saw one, I picked it up and put it into a toaster and ate it.
So apparently she ate so many roaches, she got salmonella. I'll play the audio again because I can't get over how casual she is about this.
I started eating so many of them that I got salmonella infection.
After that, the doctors tell him that if she wants to keep eating roaches, she should just farm them. And man, if you tell your doctor you're addicted to eating cockroaches, will they deadass tell you to not stop and just farm them? Like, instead of telling you to stop, I'm dead serious about this. Someone should make a TikTok challenge about it. Okay, so she lets the roaches just go about their day in her room, and one of the roaches climbed up her nose into her brain, and they had to perform surgery to take it out. And what's best, this part never gets brought up again. There was no reason for the roach to get up in her brain. The writers were just like, let's make some fucking crazy turns. I don't know these people. Okay, now here she actually talks about something real, and I wanna take at least this part of the video seriously. Basically because she didn't have anyone in her life, she started binge eating, and that's obviously not alright. She did talk with psychologists before. I don't know why she wasn't put into therapy ever since she got away from her mom. She would get the help she needs, maybe she wouldn't be eating cockroaches. It even says in the video that she only eats cockroaches because it reminds her of her mom, so maybe if she would learn to get it away from her, that would help. Another thing, it's kind of fucked up how she gains 10 kilograms from her binge eating, and 10 kilograms is portrayed as something that will kill her. Like, listen to this.
I knew I had to change my life or my roach addiction would kill me.
And what the hell, that's not cool. But basically, that 10 kilogram difference was the breaking point for her. From now on, she won't eat any more cockroaches. And what's crazy is that she doesn't. She doesn't eat any cockroaches anymore. She was addicted, like legitimately addicted to cockroaches. But now, 10 kilograms later, she gained the courage to stop. And that's a good thing, but like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, this shouldn't be the thing that decides you to stop. Like, I would say that that's a bit fucked up. Okay, back to the rest of the video. She teaches herself to write and read, and after that she immediately gets into university, and like, okay. But yeah, it's about what you would expect. Girls bully her for not showering and all that, and let that be a lesson for you. Don't fucking bully a person just because they're weird. This girl had an abusive mom and a cockroach eating disorder. They don't need your snotty ass making a joke about them. And whatever, she meets a guy, and you know, he studied psychology, and you know, their family backgrounds was kind of the same, and they talked, and it was so fun. I'm like, Drake.
Embarrassing!
But no, legitimately, after watching this, I was really wanting Sissy to have something good happen to her. And this looked like something great. I was straight up feeling happy because I was watching the I'm addicted to cockroaches video. And they, you know, they had their first date, and he touched her, and oh my god, they kissed, and oh, how cute. And she bit him so hard on the lips that it started bleeding, and oh my god, that has to hurt so much. But unluckily, the guy was like, it's okay, I just didn't know you were into that. What do you mean into that? Like, it's very clear that she hasn't had any experience with this. You guys talked about yours best. You should know that she doesn't know any of these things. And Sissy, just like me, asks, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that way?
And the guy...
You like it rough. That's okay.
Man, and this is going to be clear as day sexual abuse. Like, Sissy clearly goes, no, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think she likes it the rough way. It might have been an accident, as it was her first fucking kiss, Mr. Guy. But he gets on top of her, and I quote, gently choked me. What the fuck? Why does this girl have negative RNG? They became a couple. I'm so sorry for this girl, man. Like, run while you got the chance. She is fucking, you know, she choked you because... Am I wrong here? And after that, the guy just fucking disappears. No texts, no person knows of their whereabouts, no nothing. And I knew that motherfucker was like that. And now poor Sissy thinks that it's because of her. And it's just like with her mom, and she gets the trauma brought up. And so she tries to get in contact with her mom, but she's dead. 5 minutes ago, I went in this video like, this will be a funny dumb little video, you know, I'll make some jokes about it, I'll have a good time. And now I'm here, fucking devastated. Share my story goes fucked up, man. Share my story is fucked up. And now she's like, I'm close to giving up. And here I think that the animators were like, man, at this point, please just try to give her a happy ending, try to spin this into a positive direction. You know, we can still show the kids that it can still get better from this, even from such a low point. We can still show that it can get better. And the director was like, is my life worth living? The answer was, no, it's not.
Is my life worth living? The answer was, no, it's not.
What the fuck? What are you doing, Share My Story? This is what you teach kids? No, I'm sorry. This is what you teach kids.
But I knew it could become worth living if I got a nice job, found a husband, and had kids someday. Yes, that would be a life worth living. And that's what I'm working towards right now.
I just watch propaganda. A funny video named I'm Addicted to Eating Cockroaches is turned into a girl's life that's full of trauma and letdowns and abandonment and body dysmorphia and what the fuck, share my story? Why? Why did you create this propaganda to live the boxed in life of getting a job, a husband and a kid? What the fuck? I'm so flabbergasted. If you like this, be sure to like and subscribe and everything. Holy fuck! I'm sorry I showed you this. You know, have a good one. Live your life however you want it. Don't think that the only life that's worth living is one where you have money and, you know, a husband and a kid and whatever. You know, find yourself. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.